Anna Flanagan and I'm from Canberra. I'm 23 years old, but I've been playing hockey since I was 4 years old. Both my parents played, so I used to go watch them as a little kid, and my dad coached my sister, and yeah, mum coached me through Minky, which is now hooking to hockey. And then yeah, basically my dad's coached me from about the age of 9 until 18, so it's a really family affair, and I think, you know, that's the beauty of hockey. It is such, I guess, a family orientated sport, and that's also how I got into it. I played centre half. I always found that that was a dominating position, and I wanted to have the most impact there, and that's where I found myself. But I think I've always had, I guess, a defender, I guess, in me. That's been my mind frame. So from there, I have played inside forward a little bit, but mainly around the back and focusing on passing is, I guess, the key. But also because my height and reach, I'm a lot taller than the majority of hockey players, and I think as a general rule, a lot of defenders are quite tall, so that's where I fit in. Making my first state team was very exciting. You know, I think club hockey for me, I'd been in a team that was very strong, and we had a lot of success as a junior. Coming into I guess, nationals, it was a different experience because I guess as ACT we struggled a bit, and I wasn't used to that. But I think, you know, we had a really strong group that stuck together, and I actually won under 13s, 15s with ACT, and that's the last time that I've won a national title. So yeah, it's really special to me, but I was always really proud to represent my state. Yeah, I cried, I think, when I got put into the squad. I was only 17 years old and still at school. It was definitely a dream come true. I always wanted to play for Australia. I didn't know it would happen quite as quickly as it did, but you know, I think that was just, I guess, the beginning of making it, but then it was, you know, you're going to chase, I guess, those goals and try and do well in the team. I guess playing for state, every time you're out there is an opportunity to show your talent, and obviously there are people that are always watching, and if that's selectors or, you know, other national players, if you're playing well, you are going to get recognised and picked up and have an opportunity to perform. For me, it was never about that. It was I'm just a very competitive person, and I wanted to do the best I could because I wanted to win. And you know, winning is such an amazing feeling. So I guess that's how I got picked up as a junior. You know, I did a lot of different sports, and so I was very athletic, and because of that, you know, they saw, I guess, potential for me to improve. So I think that's something that's really important as a junior hockey player, so that you don't just focus solely on hockey, but you do these other sports that help your, I guess, you know, your biomechanics in terms of learning how to run better, getting faster, getting fitter, being more agile, and I think that's what other sports help you do growing up. Going back now, being in the Hockeyroos and then back into state, for me it's an opportunity, I guess, to be in a totally different environment, to work on things like leadership, probably having a bit more fun space to be a bit more creative with your skills, and, you know, gaining a bit more confidence as well as you go. But I think I love coming back and playing for Canberra and really sharing the knowledge that I've got internationally with players that are playing club hockey back home. I'm a huge believer in balance. So, you know, whether it be full studying, full bit of work, for me it's, you know, seeing friends, getting away from that environment. I do a lot of, obviously, social media, different things in terms of promoting female sport, promoting hockey, but even that's something different from being on the training track day in, day out. And it's a very intense environment because it is very competitive. So I think balance and finding that balance is hugely important to your success on the field, and being able to have a mental break to get away. I'm continually looking for that. I think everyone in life is continually looking for the right balance. I don't know many people, I guess, have found that, because it is something that's always chopping and changing. But you know, I think if you can't lay all your eggs in one basket, whether that be with hockey, with work, with relationships, you've got to have a few different things. So if one thing, I guess, isn't going so well, such as hockey, you do have a really strong environment outside of that, and that is how I think you're going to be the most successful, because I think when you're happy, you're going to be playing your best. I think with sport in general, it's supply and demand, and it's what people want, and therefore that's going to be publicised a lot more, and that's why I think female sport is also struggling as well as hockey. I think they're making a lot of changes in the marketing of the sport, whether it be rule changes, making it five-a-side, just simplifying the game so that people outside of our sport who don't genuinely watch are able to be involved more. It's going to take a lot of money, I guess, for our sport to grow. And I think as well in Hockey Australia they're looking at building it from grassroots up. But I think in terms of what people are doing now with social media, and then we're getting it online, we're getting it on TV, it's all helping to grow our sport. But I think we can learn from the football and AFL and rugby and how they really market their sports and how they sell the athletes. And that's, I guess, the next step, and it is going to take a big push as well from the athletes themselves, and that's what I'm trying to do with things like social media. I'm trying to get bigger sponsors. It's all about promoting this great sport to people who are outside of the realm of hockey.
I noticed you have your own little warm-up.
I do.
Do you have any figure events?
I do at the moment. I'm currently doing different warm-ups with the girls. I've struggled with injury in the last 7 months, and so I'm working on getting my agility and speed back. So for me, I do something different because it's really, I guess, structured to myself as an individual, and I've had that written from the Australian coaches, and so for me to improve, I'm going to do something different to the other girls. And I'm trying to be really disciplined in what I do. Although, you want to be in that environment at this stage, I've got to make sure that I can be the best I can to help my team. I broke my finger, probably a year and a bit out from London Olympics. That was 3 months out. In hindsight, it was a good thing because I was able to work on a lot of things in terms of getting stronger. I've had shin splints and stress fractures for the last 7 months, and that's been really hard because I've lost a lot of fitness and agility. I'm sort of only on the upper now to try to get that back, and fitness has always been something that sort of taken care of itself in my game. So it's a difficult game for me, just trying to get my fitness back because that's how I play well. Definitely the 2 Com Games gold medals. World Cup for me, winning a silver, it was just an amazing experience, and being at the Olympics, they're all huge highlights. That's why you play, so I'm definitely chasing that gold medal. I think it's nothing good comes easy. It takes a lot of hard work, and I think talent will get you so far, but it's the girls who are really disciplined, work day in, day out, and do sort of the extra yards. That's when you're going to be a champion. So I think you look at the people next to you, see the edge you can get on them, and just also have fun with it. Hockey, the beauty of hockey, it's why I chose the sport, is because it was a team sport. It's all your friends, it's all your mates, and the more fun you're having, I guess the better you're also going to perform. I think we have a really good chance. The men are number 1 in the world, we're number 2. And we have an amazing program set up in Perth, and I think that's, I guess, I've got to say a huge thank you to Australia and the Australian Sports Commission for funding us, as well as the WA government, because we have such amazing resources, amazing coaches, we're able to be centralised, and a lot of countries just don't have the funds to do that. So in terms of that, we are very lucky. Obviously, we're not getting paid as much as these big sports, but I think we're never in it for the money, and so I guess that's something we're going to share once we finish, and hopefully that can change to get more people, I guess, involved. But we're on the right track, but it's going to be a hard road.
goals on Queensland before in my life. So we definitely talked about what we were going to do and we went out and did it.